Hey guys, welcome back for another video in this 100 most popular algorithm series. Today we are going to take a look at this problem number 136, which is single number. So again, it is easy category problem and very much popular, as you can see with the number of likes. Cool. So let's begin with reading the problem statement. So we are given a non-empty array of integers, which is nums, where every element appears twice except a single one. Okay, so every element is appearing twice except a single one, and our task is to find that single element. But the trick is that can we do this in a linear runtime complexity? Like time complexity should be linear and space complexity should be without any extra space, meaning space complexity should be constant. So I'm going to attempt this follow-up part. Right, so for that actually we need to understand this XOR concept. So obviously this particular problem with the linear with the constant space complexity can be solved using the XOR approach. So first let's understand what is XOR. Let's refresh a bit. So XOR table, this is how the Boolean XOR table looks. So we have two entities, A and B, 2 bits. Now what XOR does is, if you have two same bits, then the XOR will output a 0. And if you have like here also, if you have two zeros or two ones, the output will be 0. If you have a different bits, 0 1 or 1 0, then the output will be 1. Cool. So you might be wondering why, how can the XOR will help here. So there is a very beautiful property about XOR, which is this. Let's say I have, if two same numbers, let's say I have 2 in the decimal form, which can be written like 1 0 in the binary version. So if you take two same numbers and if we XOR them, right, then the output will be, because see, these are two, if we do the XOR on this, bitwise XOR, then this will output 0 because there are two zeros, and this will also output 0 because there are two ones. So effectively what XOR does is, you give it like a two same numbers and it will effectively cancel them out. It will result 0. Now this logic, we can make use of this logic here in order to find the single number. So in our problem statement, if we take this array and if we XOR all the elements in its array, now we know that there are this array contains the pair of numbers except one, right? So all those pair of numbers will effectively cancel themselves, and all we will be left with will be this single number. So we need to XOR everything in the array, and automatically the single number will remain in that XOR output. So that's the logic. Okay, so let's begin coding for this problem. First and foremost, we will check for sanity check for our inputs. So if we check if not nums, or like length of nums is less than equal to 0, so in that case we really don't have any input, so we'll just return none. Okay, that's not a number, we don't have any number available. Okay, now what we need to do is XOR everything in this array. So what I'll do is I'll create this XOR variable which will hold the XOR of all the items. I'll assign it like the first element to begin with. Okay, so this will point to the first element to begin with, which is num0. Then I'll traverse through all the remaining elements of my array, and I will XOR them. So this is the symbol for XOR. So I'll XOR all of them one by one in every loop, and then I'll return the XOR that is collected, the resultant XOR, and hopefully this should be our result. Our result will propagate here. So let's check. Let's run this code. Oops, I have missed something. It should be in. Okay, let's run it again. Great. So yeah, as you can see, we okay, this was a simple case because we just have a single element, so obviously that is the answer. But let's try this one first. So here the 4 should be our answer. Great, it worked. Let's try with this example. Great, it worked too. Right, so let me submit our code. Nice, it worked. I'm not sure with the timings, because sometimes you just run this same code multiple times without any code change, and the timing appears different. So I'm not too, I do not have that much confidence with this. As you can see, I've not changed anything in my code, but the timing, there's a huge difference in my timing. So I'm not too comfortable with this, but anyways, so we have solved this problem. So I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more coding challenges like this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.